through the KRC Power Steering Start Zone. The Hedgecock pole sitter is Carson Kvapil with Connor Hall alongside. The green flag from Brenden Willard is in the air, and the visithampton.com 125 is green. Lap number 1, Carson Kvapil, but the fight momentarily was for second. Look at Zach Miracle there in the 32 car. That's for position number 4. He's making the outside work here at Langley. And if you're not familiar with Langley, yeah, it's a flat 4/10 mile oval. But guess what? There's 2 grooves, and right now there's almost 3 as Chad McCumbee using the apron to look underneath of Brenden Queen.
He went about as low as you can go, and they're thinking about still going 3 wide over in 3 and 4. Brenden Queen has his work cut out.
He now to the top of the racetrack, trying to motor around Connor Hall. Move Brenden Queen momentarily up to second. Yes, that time at the line. It's the old school video games car doing it the old school way. Second spot now belongs to the Butterbean. Everything in check, but you do not want to give up all that valuable track position. As here goes McCumbee now, getting around Queen. That's for second. Caden Honeycutt trying to take third. The big loser on this exchange has been Connor Hall. And looking fourth, where did Mason Diaz come from here in the opening 13 laps?
Wow, he has come to life here early on as we watch him race back to 1 and 2. It's like a hornet's nest. You see Mark Wirtz, another local Langley Speedway racer in that car number 55, making his start here tonight.
And thought maybe he might have a shot at this, but he is quickly falling through the field. Connor Hall got stuck behind him, lost a good 5 or 6 positions, and Queen shows no signs of, well, stopping the bleeding essentially. Finally, Zach Miracle gets down. He was caught in the same boat, stuck on the outside lane behind the 03 car. We said in qualifying there'll be folks moving forward, there'll be folks moving backwards, and there'll be likely most of them trying to chase down the 8 car. I think so far, if you have those in your bingo card, those were free spaces, so go ahead and cover them if you're at home. Fight for second. Chad McCumbee has got them all bottlenecked behind. There are 6 cars immediately behind that 4 Mustang, and McCumbee is doing a great job of making that car very, very wide.
Look at Caden Honeycutt in that 12 car. Of course, last year's winner, Dominator. I'm watching him. He is really quick out there tonight. 0.2 of a second faster than Carson Kvapil that last lap. He is really going to work on Chad McCumbee.
Fight for the runner-up position off turn 4. Caden Honeycutt wants it. Chad McCumbee has it.
Chad McCumbee on the outside. That's not the preferred line. Where the 12 car is of Caden Honeycutt, that's where you want to be. He's coming off at turn number 2 and indeed clears him now. But of course you saw the 16 of Chad McCumbee close the door because he knew Mark Wirtz was coming.
And through the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone, Carson Kvapil is the leader and the control car. Caden Honeycutt to his outside, and into the first turn we go, and no surprise, Kvapil gets the advantage off turn 2.
Look at that, Kvapil in the right place. Here he comes off of turn number 2, races back into 3. The 12 car just cannot get to the bottom of the racetrack. Chad McCumbee says, hey, I better take care of business early, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do so. He's going to hold on to that 3rd spot.
Hello, Deke McCaskill. Glad to see you on the door of the top 5. Move Deke McCaskill up to 6th around Brandon Pierce. Not a surprise. If memory serves me, the night that Deke McCaskill won here was very similar to this, where we didn't talk about him a whole lot until he got right about here after starting deep in the field.
That's right, 18th to be exact, and he's moving his way towards the front when it matters the most. We still have 82 laps to go.
Gave him a little heave-ho, and Mason had to check up. That's going to allow Deke McCaskill as they're trying to crash behind him.
Big time problems a little deeper in the field. They go 3 wide coming off at turn number 4. The big loser there, that 95 of Jacob Hefner.
Yeah, big slide for Hefner. Nearly took out Connor Hall and others. Great piece of driving, however, to keep them straight. And we stay green. He's got a fender on the Corvette parts ride, does Deke McCaskill. So McCaskill now fending for 4th the long way around here at Langley.
And that's tough to do, to be honest with you. You really have to good car, or have a good car to make that work. And you see how powerful that 08 car is turning around this racetrack. He says, hey, can't do it on the inside. I'll go top side. And look at him. He's going to clear him off the 4.
Connor Hall going to try to follow suit. That would be for 5th if he can complete that pass. But here for 4th as they come right at you into your living room. Love that shot. Caution, turn 4. We've got one in the outside wall, and that is Chase burrow. The left front tire is pointing the wrong direction, and that may be indicative of a bigger problem, and yes, that would be it. Through the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone, Kvapil still the leader and the control car, and Honeycutt did not go through probably third gear or so there. A little bit of a slip on the autos by Nelson Chevrolet, but he's off and rolling, but he's got Chad McCumbee to his left elbow.
Good racing for that runner-up spot. It's a high-speed yellow flag lap. Look at them side by side, bumper to bumper as they race off of 4 for second, third, fourth, and fifth.
He's back in the picture. Deke McCaskill's still there, and oh boy, behind him, things are starting to pick up. Look at this, 3 wide, McCarty on the apron. Mark Wirtz is the cream in that double stack toe nut, and he backs out and says, excuse me, pardon me, I will live to race another day.
Absolutely. Mark, of course, a veteran racer. He knows when to hit the throttle or when to back out of it. He did not feel comfortable there, backed out of it, and is trying to hold on and just trying to get that car pinned back down to the bottom.
Yeah, and somebody has lit a fire underneath Bobby McCarty. All of a sudden, he decides it's time for me to go. He is up to 6 now, getting around the 55 of Wirtz. He's ahead of Jonathan Schaefer. And look who else is back. Brenden Queen is back inside the top 10, barely.
I'll tell you, Brenden Queen, I will not count him out. Nearly a lap down earlier this year in the late model race here in Hampton. Came back to win that event. He's got a pretty strong crew chief. They know when to tell him to hold back and then go after it.
55 laps to go, and Chad McCumbee is underneath and now around Carson Kvapil for the race lead. Moved Chad McCumbee to the point on lap number 71. New leader in Chad McCumbee. And that is 8th and 9th on your screen. They're just outside the top 6. So they're closing in for that matter as Brenden Queen, Jonathan Schaefer, the 95 of Jacob Hefner on those top 6 cars as they continue to ride bumper to bumper behind that guy, Chad McCumbee, and runner-up Carson Kvapil.
You still have a lot of laps to go.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to have a late caution, and it's a shootout to the finish. That
normally
just
happens.
seems to be the way these things work, as Caden Honeycutt just got the old heave-ho from Connor Hall. So Hall trying to move Honeycutt aside to give a shot at third position for the 77 team, and Hall going to try to do just that off turn 2, gets the drive to pull even, and now Connor Hall moves to third with 83.5 laps complete.
And they're battling it out. Brenden Queen just out of the frame, or now in the frame. He's going to work here on Dean McCaskill as they race off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Brenden Queen coming back to life.
Yeah, the black and pink 03 making his way forward. That's for position number 6.
He's got 37 more trips to go.
And that car off turn 4, you can just see him turn left. It's stuck. He's able to get the throttle down and now move by Bobby McCarty. So Brenden Queen up to position number 5 by defending series champion Bobby McCarty.
Separate the top 2, maybe just a little less than that. And here comes the 12, Caden Honeycutt. He's going to work there on Connor Hall.
Yeah, a little bit inside there in turn 3. Had a little bit of a doink out of turn 2. Problems, yellow on the speedway. Turn number 1, Hayden Swank has nearly encountered the concrete. Miraculously has kept it out of the wall. That is 34 laps to go. Chad McCumbee is the leader and the control car through the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. An unorthodox restart may have caught some sleeping, but McCumbee noses ahead for now, and I think the race for the checker flag might be on.
This time off of turn number 4, he indeed will clear Chad McCumbee. Carson Kvapil back to the point here as the laps begin to wind down at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. At the head of the field as the laps begin to wind down. Carson Kvapil.
Caution, turn number 2 up in the outside wall. And that is Hayden Swank for the 4th time this weekend having a go around here at the Langley Speedway. Through the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. 17 laps to go. Carson Kvapil, the leader yet again. Now Chad McCumbee has to play the chaser as opposed to the chasee. And here comes Butterbean for 3rd. Yesterday in practice, Butterbean was out making laps, and all of a sudden there's smoke building from the back of the car. Well, we say he blew up, but it was self-inflicted. The oil drain plug fell out and dumped every bit of oil around this racetrack, and then the engine, of course, locked up. But here he goes for 2nd around Chad McCumbee. Brenden Queen, a career run. What this would do for him. He thought about running the entire tour in 2022. Said, man, I got this really good job, but I can't quite get it sorted out yet this year, but I'd love to, and I'm going to race Langley. Here he is, up to second, or trying to take second anyway, away from Chad McCumbee in the waning stages of the Visit Hampton 125.
I think Brenden knows if he wants to win, he's got to go now. Laps are winding down. Brenden, the preferred line, that inside, the car's kicking out, the back end that is. He's giving it everything he can, lap over lap right now, trying his best to clear Chad McCumbee because he needs to get to Carson Kvapil if he wants to win.
Yeah, and McCumbee doesn't want to give up second either because he knows those are points that he's going to give up in the championship. Brendan's not running for points, and, well, guess what? Here goes Queen now, takes full control of second. McCumbee tries to get back to the bottom, cannot do it. Yeah. But leader Carson Kvapil has a little bit of traffic ahead of him in the form of Hayden Swank. And will that be...
Oh, we got a car around.
Turn one. That is Hayden Swank in turn number one. He was right in front of leader Carson Kvapil. I did not see exactly what happened, but Hayden Swank has gone around, and we are going to have a restart with approximately 4 laps to go.
You called it.
Carson Kvapil, the series point leader, looking for win number 3. Brenden Queen looking to upset the Tour Boys into turn number 1 after the KRC power steering restart, and Carson Kvapil has got his hands full with Brenden Queen.
Look at that hornet's nest as they race down the backstretch back into turns 3 and 4. Brenden Queen having his work cut out to keep Chad McCumbee at bay, and he's also trying his best to close into Carson Kvapil. Just 4 to go.
We've seen the bump and run used more than one time here at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. This time off of turn number 4, Carson Kvapil and Brenden Queen will see the white flag. They tangle, they lock fenders to the start-finish line. Queen is underneath of Carson Kvapil. Could this be Brenden Queen's biggest career win? They are side by side down the backstretch. Queen with the preferred lane. He'll get the lead. Kvapil contact with Chad McCumbee, and Brenden Queen is going to claim the upset in the Visit Hampton 125. Brenden Queen will go to Edelbrock Victory Lane. My, oh my, what a story. We'll go.
Brenden Queen has upset the Tour regulars and claimed his first Cars Tour victory.
How big is this for you, your family, and your team to win at this level?
This is the biggest of Hampton Heat, man. It's just a different series. This is the best of the best, and I've dreamed of racing in this series for so many years, and I haven't had the budget to do it. Anybody watching that wants to get on board and help the old school team with the Cars Tour season would be great. Obviously, the story knows I started working full-time, so that kind of messed up my racing plans. But hey, that's why you got to come win these races, because this is where all the eyes are on. Phil Warren, my crew chief, we are undefeated this season. This is 4 for 4. I can't believe it. I mean, he's having surgery on Monday, and we brought this car out. I'm kind of speechless. I didn't know how that was going to turn out. I dropped to the back. After the day we had yesterday, come back today, I dropped all the way to the back, and I just stuck with a game plan. I knew it would work, and cautions came out at the right time.
You are the most wordy, speechless person I've ever seen in my life. But that said, what were those last 5 laps like, and what was the thought process to make that pass for the lead? How did you do it, and what was, again, everything through your mind headed to that checkered flag?
I had to get rough, a little rougher than I normally want to be, but I mean, I would have expected the same. I thought I blew it on the restart. I went into 1 and didn't turn, and I luckily got down in front of McCumbee. He ran me really clean, and man, it's just like I saw Kvapil wasn't as good on that last restart when he got going, and I was able to hang with him. And I did some things with my brake blowers and stuff to try to help with the tires. And man, when I realized I was really getting him into 3, I'm like, I got to pounce. We're coming to 2 to go, or white flag. I think I passed on the white flag, which that's typical for Langley. It seems like Lane Riggs done it before. So once I got inside, man, I had to kind of use him up. But I mean, you're coming to the checkers.
Brenden Queen, you are a Cars Tour winner. Congratulations.
Thank you, and shout out to all the Bean fans for coming out tonight. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.